Everyone on Earth wants to be able to play drums, but guess what? Playing an acoustic drum kit is rough because you suck at drums at first, and you suck at drums so loudly on an acoustic drum kit that it deters a lot of people from learning the instrument. No matter what instrument you play, I'm primarily a guitar player. Drums really helped take my guitar playing to the next level, and even if you're a saxophone player, flute player, whatever instrument, having drum fundamentals and rudiments is going to help you become a better drummer. So today we're taking a look at one of the most inexpensive beginner drum kits out there. This is the Fesley FED900W. All right, I'm just going to run it through its paces, talk a little bit about it, and then just do some kind of sound examples to hear what you can get for, at the time of this shooting, under $400, which is actually insane. Okay, so there are a bunch of different kits. I have this going direct out stereo, just with regular instrument cables, into my interface. You can also use MIDI, which I have set up, and I'll kind of go back and forth in just a second. But basically, this is the #1 kit that it ships with, so this is just the same sound that you'll hear out of the brain of the kit. Okay, so I feel like the shipped sounds with these kits has gotten so much better in just like the last 2-3 years. So I've had a bunch of different E-kits come, and the one thing that I will say for if you're just starting out and you want something beginner, this is nice because it comes with an actual kick drum pedal, okay? Now the hi-hat control, basically on a real drum kit, the hi-hat, which is the thing that you're gonna keep time with most of the time, right? Also, I'm left-handed player playing open-handed. A lot of times you play cross-handed like that, but I'm a lefty, so I just go open. Whatever, flame me in the comments, I don't care. The hi-hat control has a standalone pedal, which is detached from the kit. It just has a cable going to the brain to tell it what it is, essentially, right? So that's really the only thing that separates this from, I guess, just like the skeleton structure of a real acoustic kit is the hi-hat control doesn't actually physically open and close the hi-hat, it just does it using the pedal. Now, some of the less expensive drum kits, which I don't love as much, have the kick drum do the same thing. So the nice thing about this is it has a real kick drum pedal going into the mesh head that is going to translate to a real drum kit. Otherwise, you kind of like going from just a pedal controller bass kick drum thing to a real one is kind of tough, right? But again, this is what it sounds like. The snare and the toms are all mesh heads, which is great because they have like such a really good rebound. Like, that's what you're really going to want to practice. Those drum rolls. And you can hear there's some dynamic to it. So it's not just one even sound, right? I think it sounds pretty good. Okay, so that's just kit #1. Let's just kind of run through a few of the different kits. Here's #2. You just turn the data knob on here to do that. #3, they get kind of weirder as you go along. So again, you can tell that's more of like a breakbeat type snare. So the thing that I look for in just like an actual kit, like what it's going to sound like, is the hi-hat open and closed, the snare and the kick. The toms, these are like good sounding toms for sure, but I'm more of an accompaniment drummer, so this one has a sharper, clickier kick, which I don't love so much, so that's why I like 5 a lot because you can tell that has like a fatter kick and kind of like a looser hi-hat. So again, moving on to #6. This one's kind of tight. This one, that's pretty tight sounding kit right there. See, now you kind of have much different toms. Some Caribbean style almost. 8. There's 8. A little more of the same. Let's go to one of the weird ones. Let's go higher up. Let's skip to... That's still kind of traditional. 25. Here we go, 26, so. So, this is more of like an electric kit here. 27. Oh, here we go. So you can get kind of weird. And again, there's 31 different kits, I believe. That's funny, right? I go back to the first one. So again, just the basic one is good. To me, for under $400, having one decent sounding kit and then like the pads is enough to justify like the cost of what you're actually getting, right? Real quick, I will switch over to the USB. So as you can see, there's a USB out right here, which I have going into my laptop, which I have triggering Logic's Drum Designer default. And so what that means is when I hit this, I'm still gonna hear this through the camera audio and stuff, just because it's going through my monitor speakers, but I'll switch over in the computer to just hear the back and forth. How about this? We'll do this back and forth between the standard kit that ships with the Brain and then the standard Logic kit, because like I said, whenever you hit this, it can be anything. You could set this up to a keyboard and you can play keyboard notes just by hitting this. And then MIDI is going to just tell it what note to play. So essentially, you're playing different drum notes in the software. So I'll just play something, and then I'll switch back and forth between the stock Brain beats and then the stock Logic beats. All right. So as you can see, you can get a lot of different sounds out of this. Real quick, the rest of the Brain is very straightforward. Not a lot of menu diving in this. It's a very simplified setup compared to some of the more expensive things. You just have volume and data. Data just really switches between either the kit or whatever you have selected. You have a song bank right here. So what this means is you can just go to one of the songs that they have. I think they have like 45-ish different songs, and you can play along with them, right? So if you have a song selected and then you press the play button, it'll start playing a song. Oh yeah. Oh, then the kit. So you get it. You can kind of just go through any of the pre-selected songs. There is a click metronome thing, right? So there's different types of metronomes. You just put C1, press play button. You can do that, and then you can actually adjust the type of click with the data button. And again, they have, how many different ones they have here? So they have 12 different ones, and you can go to the tempo to slow the speed down. So a good way to kind of practice that. The tempo button is the next button over here. Really nice feature because for the songs, you can also adjust the tempo of the songs, right? Let's go to song number 1 and play that. And then while it's playing, let's say that's too fast. You go to the tempo, and you can actually slow the song down. So again, cool little feature. You know, like I said, if you're just looking to get something, this is great because it comes with everything you need. The entire frame, all the pedals, it comes with sticks, it comes with a stool, and it also comes with a set of headphones, right? The only thing that I'm using is really just the cables to get out of the brain into my interface and then the USB cable to go into the computer, but that's basically the entire rundown of the Festly FED900W. So thanks to Festly for sending this over. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, Instagram, and the website. I'll talk to you all soon.